Alright. You're offline. Yo, bro, the internet's down, gang. Are we serious, bro? Yo, gang, let's not do this, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. My internet's been tweaked all day, bro. Oh my gosh. Am I good now, bro? Holy crap. You're not connected to internet. Nice. And I can't log in on my phone either. It's not letting me log in on my phone. Yeah, dude. Freaking nice, bro. Do this shit on freaking hotspot. Trading on hotspot. See if this works. Yep, hotspot gonna come through every time, bro. Why the fuck my internet's not working, but it's not. So what we have today is overall on the hourly chart. Have some higher time frame LRL resting there. Still have to work our way through this 1 hour gap. But overall on NQ, like, you know, I'm just bullish. We'll go over here. No, we won't. We'll go here. But overall on NQ, I mean, I'm bullish. After we tapped into NWOG, just immediate reversal. 4 hour, we still have this internal 4 hour high inside of this 4 hour fair value gap. We could possibly see a rejection out of that, but overall, like I said, I'm bullish for the day until we hit this 1 hour gap up here. But I'm hoping first we can generate some nice LRL up here on the way before we end up taking out that low, or for, I can't even think, but what I'm anticipating is that we get a move to the upside up into this hourly fair value gap, and then after we can leave some LRL resting below here to then target something down here within this range. So that's my conditions for the day. You can see this hourly unfilled gap that I can anticipate that we'll definitely draw towards. Also have a 15-minute resting up here. Not too worried about the 15-minute. Like to see the hourly get filled. And then if we're going to blow past it, then let's blow past it. But ideally, I want to take highs up. I want to take longs up to that fair value gap. I want to take longs to that fair value gap. So what I'm looking for is a retracement back down into this 15-minute. And then obviously respect this 15-minute. So tracement back down to this 15-minute gap and then push back up there. That would be ideal. So I'll come back to you guys whenever said plan happens. Alright. So tapped into this M15 gap. So far we're not respecting it right now, but expecting to see, you know, a decent push back towards the upside. And if that doesn't happen, we do have more like another idea here. After we sweep out these lows, we do have an unfilled 15 right there as well. But definitely would like to see some LRL be generated up here on this move down prior to us taking the buys back higher. But what's happening now is that we hit that 15-minute gap. We do have this 1 minute have this 1 minute IVG, etc., etc. And I love the speed that we're getting out of here. But we are going to form this 5 minute IVG though. So definitely, we are already expecting price to be bullish here. But yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable. Well, I definitely don't feel comfortable with taking a 1 minute inverse. Probably if we inverse up here, depending on how we close or so. I might just wait for this 5 minutes inverse. I think that's definitely going to be the safer play. It's 100% the safer play. So we're going to wait for this 5 minute IVG here. Then if we get that, then we'll be good. But on this candle, we do have to do it now, or you know, bias from this wouldn't be as ideal, because you guys can see how the 15 minutes is getting ready to close. So I'll let you guys know. Alright, so we got a very crazy rejection off of first presented fair value gap. Crazy rejection off of first presented fair value gap. Got a 5 minute. I don't like typically taking 5 minute reversals, you know what I'm saying? We also do have a 15 minute on ES. I don't really expect it to fill this 15 minute above after the candle closure, but I do think overall, like, that's where ES wants to draw towards. Have a really nice 3 minute out of this though. Super nice 3 minute. Like, I want to try it. Maybe go break even. So we'll do freaking maybe 6 comms. Dude, can I sell, please? What the fuck is going on, bro? That was terrible. Like, I don't even want to be in this shit anymore, bro. That was such a bad feel. Like, dog, I couldn't even freaking sell it, bro. Either way, I mean, we're in these shorts just down till ES can. I want to know when ES goes there, though. We're in a sell, so I need to buy back 6, and we're just going to target our 50% here. We didn't take this on our funded. I would have liked to, but it was just such a bad, like, everything was just nasty on. I couldn't get a fill. But I do think ES is gonna draw to those lows right there. So it's just unfortunate I couldn't freaking get in there when I wanted to. So after we take out those lows, we only really need like $600. So somewhere there is going to be our take profit. But let's go back to this 3 minute chart. If we do end up coming back up somewhere there, so we could take this position, but right now we're just too far behind it. Can't do it anymore. 75.75. Maybe you guys get to see here firsthand why I don't really like taking 5-minute IFVGs. Alright, looks like ES is going to definitely want to fill that 15-minute. Looks like we're not going to get that right now. The charts are so nasty. Either way, if we lose this, account is going to be gone. So definitely need that at those highs right there. So after we get this, we still do have this 15-minute above on ES, which is kind of the reason why I can't really take longs here either. So this is overall just a bad, it's a bad like consensus because I can't take longs, and the shorts don't really seem that they want to play out just yet. Obviously, we're going to give it some time, but I don't really like shorting against a 15-minute gap. But I'd assume that, you know, NQ would want to drive lower first before doing so, just because how close we were, but obviously that's never the case. Like I said, though, this is a funded. We have pretty much until we break these highs until we get stopped out, so one last push here, we'll be out of these. Yeah, overall, I would definitely rank that trade off a 5-minute inverse. 5-minute gap rejection, 3-minute inverse. I never loved it, but it's eval, so never was a huge fan of it. That's why I didn't take it on my funded account. There we go, we're out right there. I was already bullish for the day. This does give me confidence to think that after we inverse this 5-minute right here, then we might be ready to go, because ES is trailing pretty hard, and I feel like just because of where we are right now for ES, that ES still has to draw this 15-minute gap, and also the fact that NQ is wanting to go higher clearly, because that was my idea prior to market open. But excuse me, that if we get this 5-minute inverse here, then let me mark out this 15-minute gap. Holy crap. Alright, that at that point, that we'll be ready to go from there. Well, right now I'm just waiting for this 2-minute, this 5-minute to inverse, waiting for something on here to inverse. Why I was nervous to take buys down here was because we had LRL on the 15-minute. I wanted to see if we wanted to draw to that first, but with this volume that we're getting here, ES and NQ, I'm interested in the longs now. I'm very interested in the longs. Very interested in the longs. Alright, I'm long there on NQ. Long there on NQ. Love the volume we got out of this. Love the volume, the speed. I want to see where the market's at after ES hits that high right there. Hits that 15-minute gap. Clearly where we want to draw towards, so definitely gonna go break even after we take out this high right here. Definitely gonna go break even there, and if we start getting some bearish reaction from ES that confirms us being bearish here, like if we inverse this 1-minute gap, then it's valid for us to start looking for exit for our trade. But right now I do know for a fact that prior to market open we were already bullish. So prior to market open we were bullish. Just have to have ES fight through that 15-minute to confirm our bias, which I like this trade a lot more than the last one. This is our break-even point right there. And if we start inversing gaps out of this, then we might be able to cut our losses short. You know, if we start inversing gaps, we'll be able to cut our losses short. I kind of like an ad here though, like if we can get an ad somewhere. because we're not in too heavy right now. So what we're looking for now is if ES inverses this 1 minute gap that we have below, then basically here, if ES does that, then we'll be done. We'll just be done for the day as well. And then we have our stop below that IFVG as well. Have a 2 minute, a 5 minute that we'd have to fight through. So if this doesn't end up delivering, and that just means for the day, then we're just cooked for the day. The day's over with. No more expansion. Our 10 a.m. already happened. So maybe the 10 a.m. was to get us to expand to that 15 minute gap and then inverse out of that, but we'll see. Pretty much 8 seconds, like 5 seconds before this trade starts to look invalid for ES at least. NQ still looks really good, but definitely want to see some sort of continuation out of this. Obviously negative because we're in bias. But have this 2 minute IVG that, you know, if we start getting some speed out of that, then either way it goes, we are going to manage this trade well as long as ES doesn't, or as long as NQ doesn't like Drake to the downside. You know, we'll be able to get out of these. But we have a 2 minute that we're testing. We've been holding it so far, but this is the 2 minute gap that I'm referring to on ES is this. So if we end up inversing this, then this will be V-shaped as well out of this 15 minute gap, which isn't beautiful. But overall, I was bullish on the day. And there we go. Here's that dump. And we are getting ready to close these. Yeah, overall it's just not lovely. Here we go. And we're out of those. These are beautiful for shorts. These are beautiful for shorts for ES at least. But I'll be done for the day. ES has a great draw lower. Actually, we ended up inversing that 5-minute as well. So it's just a lot of things just in between each other. Not really interested in trying to figure it out anymore. So we're just gonna be done here. Yeah. Overall, not a terrible trade, but there's just too many things fighting against each other. We have this 15-minute that we're working inside of ES that ES is respecting. We also have a lot of bullish confluence as well. The inverse of this 5-minute gap. And then another 5-minute resting. What are you doing, dog? See what I'm talking about? And we have another 5-minute resting right in between this. That we'll probably respect or something. We'll see. But it's just a lot of things going against each other. Don't really have any want to try to figure it out today. So we're going to be done. I'll see y'all tomorrow.